Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, this is the National Football League. We'll see Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback, CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach Jim Harbaugh in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This is taken at the 15. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete, processes a lot of information in a short amount of time, and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Williams, and he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On first down, Justin Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Again, that's Hurst. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Dobbins running out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and 5. Now it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Nix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and 2. Here's Nix. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing Nix. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry.
There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Josh Reynolds. 41 yards. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback.
How are you doing tonight?
You're supposed to
Appreciate
do that.
You something, Mark.
But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 28 yards for Javonte Williams. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Herbert's throw pulled in there by Johnston. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. To throw, here's Nix. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the draw is Edwards. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 90 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Bo Nix, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Herbert throwing again. And his throw is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They begin the drive with Williams. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Open man downfield is Reynolds. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Cortland Sutton from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Herbert on 1st down now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now 3rd down and 7. The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McLaughlin.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar.
I can't believe I actually made that.
As he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left is Edwards. And fights through one man. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Herbert.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Herbert now. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A carry from McLaughlin.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now it's Herbert. That's the rookie from Georgia, Lad McConkey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Out of the gun, Herbert. A swing pass here to Edwards.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
To the air again, Herbert.
And this one finds McConkey.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
If there's ever anyone born to be an efficient slot receiver, It's lad McConkey. Gets in and out of breaks so well and creates excellent separation. And then after the catch, knows how to turn upfield and gain additional yardage.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Johnston on the quick slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there.
How you doing tonight? Appreciate you stopping by.
Great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
I'm doing pretty good.
Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs work?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards.
No, I'm just playing a random custom game.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Again, that's Hurst.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. On the counter, here's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd and 5.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Fighting him off. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They run. It's Williams. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Alright guys, that'll be the end of the stream for tonight. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for stopping by. Peace.